a lot of bugs. Okay, we are here. Let's get going and set up. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of bugs here, but I have something to deal with these unwelcome bugs. It's attached with Velcro. Here, we'll go inside. Here's the overlap, the door to get inside. It's attached by Velcro. So there's a piece of Velcro on the screen. And I just let a couple bugs in. Hi, my name is Val from Wonderlight Minivan Camper. I was inspired by Serena over at Thrift Diving to make my own bug screen for my tailgate canopy. First, I measured the canopy. It's 6 feet by 6 feet and added extra fabric to cover the gap between the canopy and the van. I cut 4-inch strips of fabric and 6-foot lengths of mosquito netting since I'm only 5'3". Then I sewed 2 long strips, about 7 yards each, one for the top and one for the bottom. The top holds the Velcro, while the bottom holds the weights. To prep the strips, I folded in the edges, ironed them flat, and then folded them again, and then ironed them once more. With small clips, I sandwiched the netting inside the fold, and then sewed along the seam. There was a lot of sewing. For the weights, I painted the weights black, then I let them dry, and then I placed them about 6 inches apart along the bottom after I pulled off the sticky part off the back. Finally, I cut the Velcro into long strips, attaching the soft side to the screen, and then the hook side I attached to the canopy, and that's it. That's my DIY bug screen for the Minivan tailgate canopy. This is a recipe by Andrew Bernard. He makes one-pot meals, and I've never made it before, but it looked good, and so we'll try it here. I had to make it into a camping conversion though. I have the kale, and actually I have everything, but I did not write down how to make it. But it's one pot, so you pretty much throw it all into the pot. But there's some kale, and a little bit of cilantro, an onion, coconut milk. I'm using chickpeas. He was using lentils, and he was using cashew cream. I have coconut milk, and a lot of flavor, a lot of spices. There's about 6. Onion powder, garlic, cumin, oregano, cinnamon. I'll put them up there for what they all are. There's quite a few, so it'll have a lot of flavor. I'm excited for that. Didn't have a lemon, but I have this. That always works, I hope. And this is my veggie broth. So I'll mix up some veggie broth and veggie powder and water and make that work. I'm excited for this meal because it's my first time making a meal out in my little, I don't know what to call this, cocoon. Okay, let's get going. Let's start with the onion. I feel weird sitting down. Usually standing up when I'm cooking, not sitting, but we'll make this work somehow. So quiet here. There is a creek. I wouldn't say that we didn't have a drought, but it's been very dry here. We're expecting rain all next week, so that will help. But it's very low. Like everything is low. The Susquehanna River is low.
I need to cut up onions with my glasses on. Yeah, you should wear glasses when you cut up onions. And now I'm touching it. Ah, okay. That's much better. Okay. Onion. Kale. I don't love kale, but I think I'll just chop it really small. This knife is not great. Note to self, get a better knife even for camping. All right, I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up for this. Okay. There we go. Did I mention there were sweet potatoes? They're pre-cooked. Olive oil. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna open up the coconut milk and the chickpeas. That's the top. So it's very thick. Underneath it's liquid. I use this for gray water. Normally, I would rinse them, but I'm not going to rinse them here. Oh, I wish I could remember it. Should have written it down. But I think next I will add in, because the onions are pretty brown. So I'm going to add in calls for a cup of water. Well, guess. Added the kale. The coconut. Chickpeas. I'm gonna add in the cilantro, basil, whatever you like. Stirring it up nice. Needs to thicken up some. Put that back on the heat. Now the sweet potatoes, they were cooked before, and on the recipe he cooks them first, but mine are pre-cooked. And I think I will add all of the flavor. And clean up now as much as I can. Lemon, that's for last. I'm not concerned about bears around here. I'm more concerned about snakes. I have come across a bear on a trail. I'll have to tell you about that sometime. Now the potatoes, sweet potatoes. This made a lot. I made a lot of food. Just normal for me. Oh my goodness, look at this. This smells glorious. All those herbs. It's thickening up nicely. It probably would have been better with lentils than these larger chickpeas. I wonder if I could crush the chickpeas at all to make it thicker. Okay, I've turned it down. Turn on the temperature. It does go over quinoa. I think I forgot to mention this. It's about room temperature at this point. Pre-made at home. I think we're close, so at least I have something to put leftovers in. I also have other things like Ziploc bags. I'm going to put a little bit, a tiny bit. This packs a punch. I don't know if you've ever tried this. It tastes like lemon, that with the lemon peel too. That's all. There's still more in there. Grab my one plate. I'm going to turn this off. Start off with quinoa. There we go. Oh. Doesn't that look good? That is a healthy and hearty meal. Just need to grab a fork. Yes, it's a cloth napkin. I love cloth napkins. I use that at home all the time. And, uh-oh. There's a couple of things I'm going to have to work on the screen. The doors, I didn't leave enough overlap, so I may have to sew a few spots. Right now I have it clipped. You can see it's clipped right here. So, I have to work on a couple of things. Let's try this. Oh, very good. Oh my, I'm surprised. I shouldn't be surprised, but it's very good. A lot of flavor. Aha. Oh my. This is what I use to clean up. It's just alcohol and water. You know, some will use vinegar and water, but I use alcohol. I do not have a sink. I don't think it's necessary. I have one plate, one bowl, one pan, one fork, one knife, and then a cutting knife. So I do try to clean up as soon as possible. Probably should have cleaned this up before I started eating. Oh yeah, one wooden spoon. I think I'm starting to lose my light, but I wanted to show you something else. I wanted to try this. I've never seen this in a store. It's a pumpkin pie hummus, and it suggests to try it with, or to have it with graham cracker. So it's something new for me. Let's try it. Thought it would be kind of like a dessert. It's almost fall. I don't know, I think they kind of push the fall or seasonal because there's Christmas items, decorations out already in the stores. There we go. Here we go. Pumpkin pie hummus. Oh my goodness. That could be dangerous. It tastes just like pumpkin pie. Oh my. And this is healthy for you, or there's got to be a lot of sugar in it. I didn't look at the ingredients. Oh my. Very good. Along with my dandy blend. Perfect evening. When I pulled in here tonight, I felt a little unsure. I wasn't sure if I was going to feel comfortable. But after cooking my meal and sitting here with my journal, I feel relaxed and realize that car camping doesn't have to be complicated. Just takes a little creativity. If you're curious about car camping, I hope this shows you that it's possible to start. Start small. I love sipping a warm drink and listening to the night sounds. These moments, they make the weekend feel slow and intentional. Ending the day with reflection makes it memorable. Packing up feels bittersweet, but I feel refreshed and inspired.